know what's better? 3-1! 3-1!
Okay, thankfully iMovie has got its crap together. Well, hello guys. The time is 8:45 a.m. on what is a very nice and pleasant Friday morning. At the end of yesterday, I went on Aeroband. I was on the 3rd level, and it's basically that you have to press a certain bar to follow a certain beat. And in another video, I will demonstrate you guys how I would do it using the foot pads and the drumsticks that are connected with Bluetooth. I'll show you guys on the vlog on a different day. Not today. I want to do something nice and creative today. But man, even with the fingers, like at times it just gives you a hard time. It may take like 3 or 4 presses on the bar when it's like, not when it's like in game mode though, because I only missed 3 beats. When you go on Aeroband, other than the drum kit, there is also the option that it can do guitar practice, though that's not my thing. Well, I used to play the guitar when I was a kid, and I was not good at it. Well, like I was not good at guitar at all. I had to give up the guitar after just 1 year. I just couldn't do it. It was so strange, though a lot of people that I have met in the adult band are guitarists. Though in my last season, there was one song that we have used the piano, which is actually quite worth it. I mean, the thing I had with the guitar is though that a lot of times my fingers would hurt, and that for some keys you need to use 4 fingers. Like in a C major, at least it's a little bit more simple. You only have to use 3 fingers, but for an E flat major, you have to use 4 fingers. That's just challenging. So I just drove up to the Kite Hill. Nice way to start Friday, though on the other side a little bit crazy as well, because a lot of morning smoky just comes to my room when I'm getting dressed, and like that's just ridiculous. The funny thing is though that when I'm here, on one night you may hide under my mom's bed, on one night you may even hide under my bed. It's just that his characteristic, you never know. But the crazy thing is, the part of the day that I'm getting dressed and getting ready to start the new day, that's when he runs into my room a lot and gets into my wardrobe. Like it's just crazy. It's like he's playing hide and seek or the detective game in my wardrobe. Like he's not wanting to leave, and that's making me feel as crazy as if when someone asks me, like every single time when I go to my rock school for drum practice, or when I go to school, every single time when someone asks like if I'm there or not, or send a live location, that's just friggin' brain rot. Well, yeah, that's the word. Look, I found a very good place to take some good clips. Well, I feel like I picked the right day to come to the Kite Hill, though this area is quite rocky, but as long as you're within the path, that should be easy. Oh god, it's starting to get a bit spiky here now, and from this point it's much more difficult to pass. Yeah, from a certain point it gets difficult to continue. And it was another morning of those that had to do editing. Not like yesterday's though, but it does feel very weird when I zoom in and it cuts part of the screen off. And by the way, when I'm editing on the iMovie app, when I'm pinching through the screen just to zoom in more, not when I'm zooming while I'm videoing. And when I put clips to cover with some audio, like that's another big issue that time to time I face with the iPhone 16e. The original length of the vlog that I posted on Wednesday was 9 minutes and 40 seconds, but I had to cut 4 seconds of it off. Yo, look at this! That's huge. There's not much I can explain, but I got close to him and he started flying around, and like, imagine getting stung by that. And as always, it sucks to get stung by a bee, but that bee, he was so big, but he got more scared of me than I got scared of him. Look good, I'm still the only one. Until now, the trails of this area over here are part of the Aliso Wood Canyon, which from here you would have to make a right to get in, and it would be $3 for every entrance. All right, off I go. Now it's a place in which people very rarely come. Watch downhill speed. Oh, okay, yeah. Now here comes the very hard part. It's much more difficult when you're driving downhill than when you're coming uphill. It's so steep. Okay, well, there was that truck, but thankfully that was just for the construction that is going on in the park that is just around me. Well, it's actually turned out to be easy. Well, they do post a speed limit of 10 because of the gradient of that hill. I just need to get over this dude. Yeah, he's on his phone, like I just found out. I still found a way out, but clearly he was on his phone while driving. Like, it's just weird. What's up with that car there? It's either, well, yeah, you can see that it's right next to the red curb, which is illegal, but it's either there's not enough spots to park on the side, the entrance of this neighborhood, for the amount of people that are around here. And yeah, we had to bear with the same problem as well. You have to rely on the times of the street sweeping, which would be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on this side on Thursdays, and at the same hours on this side on the second Fridays. And on a month that would start on a Friday, there would be 6 days between the street sweeping day on that side and on this side, and 8 days between the street sweeping on this side and next street sweeping on that other side. Well, yeah, there was a point in time that I had to park my car in one of these spots there. Or should I really say it like that? Because before I got my driver's license, my dad was driving the Mercedes C320 on certain days of the week. Yeah, it's a storm gray car, which has been standing in the area for 2 or 3 days. It's like, and today's the first Friday of the month, so there's no street activity going on around here. What the heck? Oh, sometimes it does get calm, but other times it gets wild here. And even from this spot, I can still hear those birds. Oh, damn. mountain lion activity in area. Now, about this piece of artwork here, talk about it. So, it was made with concrete, with as well mosaic tiles, which is about the iconography of Laguna Hills, which was some piece of artwork that was done back in 2001. Look at that tunnel there. You can see the art the inside. Let's see if it does any echo or anything. I'm gonna go for it. Hey! No, I've never been in a tunnel like this before. It's more than just circles and squares that you got here. And the echo. This is the tunnel vibration mural. Wow. Okay, from this point you can hear more of the echo. How about I do this? 3, 1! Wow. This is like a tunnel of illusion, I gotta say. But you know what's better? 3, 1! 3, 1! It says colors a powerful force that can draw your attention and emotion. So can 3, 1! The tunnel of art and illusion. Ain't that right? So now we're in Friday. We're coming into the weekend slowly. And the plan for the day that we bring the Mercedes to the service. So we got 2 options. Option 1, we head out of home early in the day, like at a very early time, like 7 or 8 a.m. It's gonna be a 4-hour drive. Take the front bumper off and put a new one in, and afterwards have lunch and get back home. Or we spend one night in the area, depending on how the process goes. And so yeah, that's the second option. If the process takes longer than expected, then spend one night someplace. And yes, of course, we'll meet possibly, and the next day we drive back home, and we will carry the Mercedes, although we'll actually be driving the Porsche for this. Just like those birds a few moments ago. It's gotta be 3, 1 crazy. Boy, a fresh Friday out after yesterday driving around Dana Point, which is still under a big redevelopment process. You remember the Harpoon Henry's restaurant, or on the day that I turned 21, I celebrated my 21st birthday and had my first Heineken. That had closed in August of last year. It's a very nice place. I was sad to see it close. And also, there was a hotel around the area that had permanently closed around the same time, and it's already been demolished. They are replacing it with 2 new hotels as part of a revitalization project, which is for about $600 million. The future of the Stillwater restaurant, it's still uncertain. Its replacement plans, but man, my 21st birthday, that was a special one. The day that I turned 21 was just so special. All right then, guys, I'm going to put it to a conclusion for today's video. Thanks for watching. And yes, it's Friday, so enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.